Ronnie. Ronnie. It's Ronald. Or is it Ronnie? What do you want? The public's watching you because you're going to make this live. So whatever you say, be careful. They're going to hear it. I'm watching Terminator and thinking of numbers. 555-9175. Get over to the bar. 9175. 918171615141313121. 1 and 2 is alpha beta. You want to call it father mother, you want to call it the first two letters in the Hebrew alphabet, in the Greek alphabet. Alphabet is the same sound in the English and French. Although alpha is A and bet is bait. They say bait or bet. It can be used as B-A-I-T, or it can be used as B-E-I-G-H-T, or the gateway inside of the bee house. Because although you have the bee house, that is the house of the gateway, the bee, the buzzing bee. To understand the knowledge of bee, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 32, not number 12. 12 is actually 2, 12, but it's TWE 7558. Just a letter combination. In 9175, that gets you from the 1 over to the 9, in which is the 8 ball. You have the 8 corners, the 4 corners, and the center. And the 4 corners is 7, the 1 is in the center, in the heart. But to the face of Rubik's or to your phone pad, that 5 will be in the center. It is the center one of 9. It is only one of the 9, but is in the center of 8. So Terminator is 9175, and this gateway of 7 is 5. 5775. It's in your mind. It's the one moon. One thing I did want to mention that was really weird is number 24, which is the Montreal Canadiens, Big Mac, Jesus Christ. All linked into the Montreal Canadiens, including names, games, their entire history from 1909, 09, 69, whatever you want to do with 9. But we were into 9-1. 18 is Venus. 81 or 18. 81 is 3 27s. 2 and 7 is 9. 18 is 2 9s. 3 9s is 27. To 3 27s, 3 by 3, and 3 plus 3 is 9 and 6. All linking over to Venus inside Terminator. The terminal, or inside TER, because every time I say tear, it means the rip, the split, the reconnection, the retina, the dream sleep, because inside Terminator is the term in where ERM, or motherboard, or cyborg, the mother of the information center, TERM, also says Earth. Terminator, Arnold, put the A backwards, it's Ronald, but it's also Arnold Ziffel, which is the pig, which is also 666 and linked up to 183654, which is how we connect the sun, but it's an IT system sun, because those are the only ways to create the numbers to the sun, is 20, which becomes 14 and 26, or 20 becomes 16 and 26, because we're taking the totality of 12, okay? We go minus and plus, okay? So we go down 4, and we can't go down to the other side, otherwise you're linking in just the attachment. 1, 2, 3, 4 is the attachment of where 1 is inside 3, where 3 is inside 5, where 2 is inside 3 with 1, creating the 3, and that goes all the way over to 6. And then you got who we are. 6 accumulated with 5, 11. We understand that. We know why, because 0 equals the center of the question. If it's 90 degree here and 90 degree here, the 0 area is the 45 between the two, equaling 5 and 4 is 9. 5 plus 4 is 9. 5 by 4 is 29. That is the IT system and the radiant sun of Terminator, right? Terminator with a T. Determine. So to put the determine Terminator. D-term 4 and 4. The center that runs that face. How that works, it could be an intermodule clock, okay, which it's 2 module clocks that run together, but the sync time between this side and this side is running one sun in the center. That's your sync time. These 2 planets are over here. So it's an arm, so it goes around this way and it does whatever over here, while on the other side the arm is doing something else with the moon at that time. So it's broken into center. It's actually like looking at, have you ever brought the deck of cards out? Have you ever taken the deck of cards out or the B cards out? And we all know, I'm just going to do this real quick. We got a problem here, sir. Where's the jack? Where's the queen? Where's the king? The hell are these letters doing? 4, 4, 18. Did you know king, the 13th letter K, 1 and 3 is 4? The D is the 4th letter, and the jack is 2 and 2 is 4, the 22nd letter for the V. So between English and French, we have 4, 4, 4 between the picture cards. And when the queen is at Q, 17 equals 8 equals to 48. That is the totality of the space, and the queens are the only cards that show 2 eyes, and every single card's up or down, and where the king shows his 2 in between 2 parts, but the king of diamonds only has 1, where the jack has 1 here, but you see he's holding a flower. You see number 5-2, 5-2-2-5, 5-2-2-5. How these things work, I'm not really sure. I have to sit down with myself and ask myself, and then be... Anyways, see the fleur-de-lis over here? Does he have what's his curly hair? You see the way his hair curls backwards? That's a letter. Which letter do we want to choose, and what angle will I choose? Will I base it on holding the card like this? See this line? This is the balance of the card. Or these are the balance of the card. You see, you draw from here, this point here, to this point here. And these are your 2 sides of the cards. Everything is particularly placed for its own reality. And how we ever maneuver that reality in our own reality, as long as it works in the lingo and an expression and it meets your perception. What else do I want to talk about? The Canadian schedule, the Montreal Canadiens, who link to all these numbers. Okay, and we are French, and we do get 2 kinds of cards automatically. I'd like to know what it is. Spanish, Jack, Queen, King. I will check that out. Spanish. What I want to talk about is Canadian schedule, 3 days, 4 days, 4 days. Then all of a sudden, okay, all of a sudden from nowhere, they're missing. They're not playing for 3 whole days. They didn't play on the 5th, okay, the 4th or the 5th day of the sun, 145, 514, in respect to the water deal. Canada and Montreal is a great water deal, and you need water to do everything. You take that water, you put it in between a little bit of electric or some 2 rivers, and those magnets work big time. But I'm not a scientist. I just know they work. I'm not sure how, but it's okay. Conductor. Then Montreal doesn't play 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14. 11, 12, 13. Then they play 14 and 15. 3 days off, 2 days off, 3 days off. And then they say, my goalie needs a day off. What? They didn't play their goaltender after taking 3, 6, 8 days off for freaking games. I've never seen a schedule in Montreal like this, okay? At least I can't remember. And as long as I can't remember, that's good enough for me to notice something is different here in Montreal. And you know what they were talking about in Terminator? L19. They're talking about the water, the dams, the electricity here in Quebec, and we get a special number in Quebec. The Canadian schedule. So they don't play their number 1 goaltender. They play the second goaltender. Okay? They play the second goaltender. Okay? Played a great game. Nothing wrong. Played a great game. I don't know the guy. I barely watched. I just heard he played a great game. We lost 3-1, 4-1 because of the empty net goal. The thing is, I know in the hearts of the players, they tried twice as much or twice as hard to do something special to help this man in nets. So because of what they took away of one part of the game and the mistakes that fell in because of the difference of what they did today, and it's like me giving you this deck of cards and then me telling you to shuffle these deck of cards. It's not the same. You put in a different goaltender, the mindset is all different. Now the coach who was so supposed to be the psychoanalyst. I mean, you know about psychoanalysts? He's crazy. He's crazy because he said something in Terminator. She saw that he shot the guy 100 times. He didn't die. And he's saying whatever he is, and they don't believe him. We, as those who end up in psychiatry, in which in the hospital in my region say half the people who show up at the hospital is because of psychiatric needs. The psychiatric needs, everybody knows what we actually need. Doesn't that look like a dog right over here? See the nice hat? Everybody knows it's teardrops, right? We all know about the teardrops, right? We all know about the teardrops. Where's the teardrops? The teardrops. Well, I'll just show you real quick, right? Here. This is what we got, right? This is what we got. We got this, right? So you got this. Now, either you have an open flower, right? Or you've got the two flowers, okay? You put a line this way, you come around this way, and then they call this MJ. 10, 11, 12, 13. J, K, L. Right here. The value of, because this stand over here will come together. This will end up making the Brazil flag and the Twin Tower roof. See the tower, the way it's beginning? This was an element, okay, of obstructing or receiving information through the radio on the top. These are the letters and the numbers to the keys of your telephone. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. J, L, M, N, A, J, K, L, M. Telephone. Do you want to use anything you want to use? You can use anything you want. I am calming. Am I calming you? Would you like me to calm you? I'm calming you. I'm coming over to you. I'm coming over. Would you like me to come in you? I am here. It's realities of just, I mean, this is great. And the only reason I like to do this is because George Carlin does it. And there's a whole lot of other people out there that are doing the same thing. It's just playing with words on techniques that others have done. Isn't it great? Isn't it great if there were 1,000 George Carlins, then 1,000,000, then 100 million? You know how safe this planet would be if everybody was like that man? Because that's what I believe about him. You can say anything you want. The reality is through his speaking, what he gives across, not as he lives personally as a singular, but what he delivers of an understanding is all that I need to partake. I don't need to see how he lives. I already know the reality. Milk, soft drinks. We have to remember ginger in Gilligan's Island, and they were looking for Ginger and Sarah. Okay? Sarah is spirit angel Ra, 666 of the heavens angels of harass. Harass. Don't harass me. But this is mostly to say amas. Okay? It's all about, if you go down to the Monopoly, it's all about how Wall Street, Atlantic City, okay, Boardwalk, come together, crossing over through the Baltic into the Mediterranean and running into Israel. But as they get into Israel, they back up to the Carolinas and own the oceans and move over and speak to the gray area where the mind is and work the Orientals. I know, it's between B&O and reading. And at the same time, they have two Pennsylvanias, two Transylvanians and penguins that freeze in the north and they nest the one egg. The man watches the egg. You understand what I'm saying in all reality. Dice 10, dice 30, both of them take you to jail. One is to the right, one is to the left. Don't dice 10, 10, 10 because you're going to jail all the same. Don't you know? There is one thing automatic in Monopoly. 3 times doubles, you go to jail. But if it's a 10, 10, 10, you've double jailed yourself. How do you do that? 25 years to life. Raphael, have I done this? Am I up to date? I had to take out my agenda to remember everything I needed to know. I took out my phone book to call everybody I needed to call for what I had in my agenda. I had my account, my accounting, my accounts, and my accounter to make sure I had everything in order. So as long as we know the basic skills we learned in school, okay, of how to clean the dishes and take care of the basic things, the rest of your memory of 512 comes with that. And then you get married and you get 1,024. See, we were speaking before. The Federation, Aleph Beit, starts on 2. 6 and 2 is 8. 6, 5, 4 is 15, is 18. 6, 6, 6, and 8, 818, right here. The Venus world of birth is right here. 5, 5, 5, inside a bell. Comes out of hell. The rats and the stars, a reversed word. Let me see, do I see anything else? Anybody ever see this kind of stuff? You ever do bricks? Another brick on the wall. You make bricks. See where those lines are crisscrossing? Well, there's one thing I do want to say, Nick. Does anybody know where number 2 comes from? Right? Does anybody know where 2 comes from? This is what I see about 2. Okay? This is another thing I see about 2. Okay? Now, what you can do is go like this. But you got 3, right? Do you really have 3? Do you have 3 anywhere? What I'm going to do is just take this away. And then what I'm going to do is take this away. And you got 5. But here, all I'm going to do in this one, okay, is I'm going to go and I'm just going to do this. I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to do 2 of them, one here and one here in different colors, right? But what if we connect them together? Right? There's your 2. It comes in parts. A part here, and a part here, and a part here, and a part here. Once I do this, and I do this, and I do this, the minute I do this one disappears. The minute I do this one, okay, this one disappears. This is called Tav Tav. It's a Hebrew letter, okay? I'm not 100% sure how it works, but it's also Alpha Omega. You're crossing over and avoiding this and going around and coming down. Somehow you're transmitting a new energy in between here and here. See, from another world, we're 2 worlds, right? 1 world, 2 worlds, and then they do this to us. They take, I'm not sure if they take you from here and they just transfer you onto here. Okay, now I'm going to show you. 032. Okay. 028. They take this world over here and 028. They take this world over here and they get you this 28 over here. So they take that and they do that, like that. 28, 0, 28, 0. 6 and 2, 3 and 5, 0. 8, 5. This is the silver server matrix right here. Okay. This one is 2, 0, 7. Okay. This is the dog. This is the cycle. I mean, let me stop this because it's too long. It's too long and I don't know the whole game of it. I know parts of it, so I don't want to make up any bull. I mean, I'm making up all the bull anyways. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, but I make my bulls live, right? Thank you.